Now in this video we will look at another problem which we solved using divide and conquer algorithms, and in this video we will solve it using dynamic programming to increase the efficiency of the problem. So the problem is we need to convert one string to another one. So according to problem statements, we are given two strings and we have to convert S2 to S1 using delete, insert and replace operations, and we need to find the minimum count of these edit operations. So we have explained this problem in our divide and conquer algorithms, so if you want to get more detailed information you can go back and watch that video also. But here to make clear the statement of this problem, let's look at this example. So here we need to convert S2 to S1. So in this case the output is 1 because here we are just replacing the R with T, so we have implemented only one operation. Now let's look at the next example. So in this next example, we are given two strings, which is table and tbres. Now in this case, the output is 3 because in this case, we have to insert A here and we have to replace R with L and we have to delete S from the end. So we have implemented 3 operations over here. So with this minimum count of operations, we can convert this S2 to S1 over here. So hopefully, the problem statement is clear. Now we have solved this problem using divide and conquer algorithm. Now in case of divide and conquer algorithm, the algorithm that solves this problem will be like this. So here you see that we have divided this problem into 3 subproblems. So in the first one we are implementing delete operation, in the second one we are implementing insert operation, in the third one we are implementing replace operation. Then at the end we are taking the minimum value of these 3 operations over here. So this is how the divide and conquer algorithms solve this problem. Now by using dynamic programming we can optimize this algorithm. So how can we optimize this algorithm and what is the problem with this algorithm? So to get answer to these questions, let's see the recursive tree of this algorithm. So the recursive tree will look like this. So here we are starting from the first characters. 0 shows the first character of first string and the second 0 shows the second character of second string. Now here, as we said, we have divided this problem into 3 subproblems. Now in this case, where it takes as a parameter 1 and 0, we are implementing insert operation. In the second case, where it takes as a parameter 0 and 1, we are implementing delete operation. Then in the third case, we are implementing replace operation. Then it continues like this. Then these problems also divide into the 3 subproblems until we reach the end of these strings over here. So from these 3, you can clearly see that we have few overlaps over here, which means that we are solving these subproblems multiple times. So we know that if the problem has overlapping subproblem property, we can solve this problem using dynamic programming. So here we have calculated these problems multiple times. So we are calling minimum operation function for 111 over here and for here over here and over here. Then for 2-1, we are calling over here and then here. So we are doing extra work over here, which affects the performance of this function. Now, by saving the result from the first calculation, we can improve the efficiency of this problem. So in this case, we are saving the result from the first call and using it in the next calls also. Now, as we explained in our previous lecture, to convert divide and conquer algorithm to the dynamic programming of top-down approach, we have to implement 4 steps. So we will implement the 4 steps over here in the algorithm that we have created in case of divide and conquer algorithms. Now after implementation, our algorithm will look like this. Now the first step over here is we are creating a dictionary to keep the result of calculated subproblems. Now in this case we have created this as a parameter, so we are passing it as a parameter in the first step. Now in the second step, we check if we solved this problem before or not. If we did, then we return the value from the dictionary. If we have not done it, we are inserting this value in the third step to this dictionary over here. So here you see that we are getting decay, so we are just concatenating index 1 and index 2. Then we are checking if this concatenation exists in this temporary dictionary or not. So if it's not there, we are continuing with the recursive calls. If it is there, we are just returning it from here. So this means that in the third step, if we have not calculated this subproblem, we are inserting the result of this subproblem into temporary dictionary over here. So as you see, we have set the key and minimum operation from these 3 operations over here. Now in the last step, we are returning the value of this key from the dictionary over here. So if we have calculated it, we are returning it from here. So with this, we have converted our divide and conquer algorithm to the dynamic programming algorithm in which we are calculating using top-down approach. Now, based on this algorithm, you can create a function to calculate the problem using top-down approach. Now, in this lecture, I'm not going to show you bottom-up approach because I have created it coding exercise in the next lecture. So in the next lecture, you should try to solve this problem using bottom-up approach. So try to come up with your own answer and check that if you understand everything properly.